Is clarity or greater clarity on what central banks are up to enough? I mean, you think the markets can withstand this what is shaping up as a bit of a global tightening cycle?
Yeah, I think clarity is very important. So if you think of the environment we are in currently, there are three really important points. One, of course, is the geopolitical picture. And this is, we are witnessing a shifting world, and I call it fragmentation in the global village. And it is, if you want, going in tandem with this third phase of China's role in the global geopolitical world, and that's very important, right? The second one, of course, is the economic landscape. And the economic landscape, we knew we would have a post-COVID slowdown, and we had some post-COVID inflation. But of course, this bout of inflation around commodities is, if you want, destabilizing the markets in the short term. And of course, the third factor is monetary policy normalization. And that we know is necessary. But of course, the concern is the uncertainty around the duration of the commodities market volatility with the Ukraine and Russia crisis, and how far will rates have to go to reining that abnormal inflation, if you want, like a hill that you have in front of you. And the bond markets is very clearly telling that to us.
What are the practical implications as an investor of this deglobalization and perhaps the related persistence of inflation, if that is one of the results?
Well, so inflation, let me tackle the second one first. Inflation is going to be a very interesting concept to watch, because if, in fact, the Ukraine-Russian situation could be resolved quite quickly, you still have, from an oil standpoint, the equation of the green calibration to be resolved. And you are seeing, in light of the events, recent events, a lot of focus, particularly in Europe, on energy becoming a question of national security, acceleration of a renewable potentially. And of course, also, if you look at the recent plan put forward by the International Energy Agency to try to lower consumption of oil over the next 4 months by 2.7 million barrels a day, a lot of new initiatives, if you want, that are there. Beyond that, you still have, a world that is technology driven, and that is still deflationary. That is, if you want, growing in a much more sustainable way, but in a world that I call the digital Darwinism world, where you have that competition from AI and technology, that's going to be very important. And there you have budgets that will be very inflationary in order to be part of that safe cyber world, if you want.